sacks for him on the season. The Eagles send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Right here.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Murray now on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray now. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And they will not get a chance to return this touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to fire one deep left, and that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the eye. 74. Hey, Zoo. 51's the mic. Hey.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
Robert Woods, touchdown LA! Robert Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Sanders, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Kill. 57. 951. Silver.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Gurley again here on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots.
And it's a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Watch QB drop. Kill.
Now Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey.
Let's go, fella. Here we go. 20. Sunday. Not today. Trey 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 39, Murray. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. Got his man. It's Arcega Whiteside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Here we go. Waiting!
So don't say nothing.
On third down. They'll run it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Black, come on.
Mike 51.
On play action, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 47-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And got him, man. It's Woods. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Murray to air it out again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Los Angeles.
Down, 56-yard line. Minus 56. Get away.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He'll buy some time right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
80 weapon. Kill.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Strip the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
180.
951. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Now Wentz on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
40, 82, 40.
Hey, I'm coming. 51, Mike. Mike's 51. Bandit.
Hey, Charlie.
51's the Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the...
Sunday.
Go, Mike 51.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. He's going to let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jackson. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Empty.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let him know, let him know.
Hey, wahoo!
51 the mic, boy, 51.
Sunday.
Stop here, D.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Gurley. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? Right. 53, Mike. Here we go. Under crunch. Out. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Go.
Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Rams, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.